It is Wednesday, May 18th of 2022, and this is a delayed Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! And welcome everyone to Guy's Daily Drive. Hello, Larry. Oh, it's so good that you are watching today. Things are quietish. I finally got the rear camera to the dash cam unit. I was talking about this last week. Semi-installed, and there may be a snag. And it's not that it's a snag I didn't anticipate, but it is vexing. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to face it, but I may have to. So over the weekend, I ran the cable for the rear camera for my dash cam. Because here's what the problem was. From the time that I installed the dash cam, it kept coming up live with the front camera view. And in my rearview mirror, I don't need the front camera view because I can see what's coming toward me through my windshield. I don't need to see that view in my rearview mirror as well. And the only way that I could figure out how to make that stop was to have the rear camera installed, which I probably should have done anyway. I got one for Peter's girlfriend Liza Christmas time, and installed the whole package into her car. And it worked exactly the way that it was supposed to work. Exactly the way it was supposed to work, which is with the rear camera installed. So I was like, okay, so I need to do that. Whoa. What's everybody doing here? I needed to do that with my car. So I finally found the camera. That was missing, and I wasn't sure where it was, and I actually contacted the company that I bought this from, and no big surprise, they were not in the least bit interested in selling me or supplying me with another rear camera, even though it cost them like nothing, because they would rather me buy another one. And of course, because it's a distributor for a Chinese company, they don't give a crap about warranty issues or any of that. So I knew I wasn't going to get any satisfaction there. But fortunately, I finally found the camera, and I had turned the man cave upside down with all the various things that I've been doing in there lately to try to find it. Could not find it. Turned out it was in the glove box of the car, along with the little flanger tool that you need to route the cable. So I got it out, and I undid the little tie thing that held the entire cable together, and was looking at the length of the cable, and it's like, oh, is that going to be long enough? I wasn't sure, but I figured I wouldn't know for sure until I actually, installed the cable. So I started installing the rear camera, routed it, I connected it directly to the dash cam that's sitting here on the mirror, and started to route it the same way that I did power for the dash cam. And I had done the same for Liza's car, and it was a real pain in the ass. And it wasn't quite as difficult in this car as it was in that car. I'm not sure what the big difference was, but I was kind of, other than the very end of it, when there was no quick and dirty way to route the cable from the rear seat of the Soul to the back without some exposed cable. But you can't see it unless you actually look for it. You'd have to open up the back door, and then you can see like a 6-inch length of cable. And it's like, okay, I'll deal with that. Not that big a deal. And, oh, for God's sake, I swear these go fasts. So I got it back there, and now I am trying to figure out how I'm gonna mount it, and I'm probably gonna have to do a similar thing that I did with Liza's car and just use double back sticky tape to mount it so that it's looking out the rear window. I would have preferred to have it come out and then connect up right at the license plate, but that's not going to work unless I start drilling holes, and I don't want to drill holes in the car. Call me crazy. Call me Ishmael. I just don't want to do that. So right now it's just in the back part of the car. Yeah, look how fast you got there, buddy. Still got to sit there in traffic. Idiot. And but what it does is, because it's dark, it's still showing me what the camera's looking at, which is a dark place, which means I can use the rearview mirror for seeing behind me instead of seeing out what's already in front of me. So that's what I got to deal with next. I'll probably take care of that sometime over the course while Tracey is gone. Speaking of which, she is leaving tomorrow morning. I drive her out to the airport, and she will go off to visit her mom in Boise, Idaho for the next 10 days. And I will be left to feed all the animals, 2 cats and 4 guinea pigs. We have 4 guinea pigs because 3, I guess, just wasn't enough. Because one of them was pregnant. Pregnant guinea pigs. Who could have seen that coming? So, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet because I'm going to be gone all day while at work. So what I may have to do is at lunchtime take a trip home. Take a trip home, make sure the guinea pigs have enough food and water, and then go back to work. Which means most of my lunch break will be spent going back and forth from home to work. But it's only for 10 days, but that doesn't count the weekend where I'll mostly be home. I'll talk about that in a minute. And it doesn't count the days that I'll be telecommuting, where of course I can take care of the pigs with absolutely no problem at all. Did Go Fast go that way? I don't know. So that's that thing. So let's see. There's the rear view mirror, the dash cam, Tracey leaving on a trip. What else? I keep thinking there was something else I was going to talk about. Oh, yes. Finally got some resolution on the Kia. And I have to say that I'm not pleased at the outcome. So, hold on. Here's, make a stop. Here's what happened. Oil consumption. All I wanted was an oil consumption test and for Kia to honor their 100,000 mile warranty. But apparently, that warranty only applies if you're the original purchaser of the car, which I am not. So I can't say that I'm particularly surprised at the outcome, but it still sucks, and it still means that Kia isn't backing up or being true to their word about a 100,000 mile warranty that they advertise with, I'm sure, lights red. Oh my God. I'm going to interrupt my Kia story for just a second to explain to you what I just saw. So this is what I just saw. We left the last red light and we were coming up to the next one, or the next light, and there was a minivan in the center lane next to me. So what he did, the light turned yellow, and there was no way that either of us, even if we had stomped on the gas, was going to get through that light before it turned red. So I applied my brakes unhappily because I just stopped for a red light and I want to get to work and it's 8:15 and I'm late. But I did what I should do, and I put the brakes on and I was stopping for the light. The minivan sped up, even though there was no way in hell it was going to beat the light. And it was still about probably 50 feet from the intersection when the light turned red. And he was still moving. So what does he do? Light is red. He's moving now way too fast to be able to stop. So in a case like that, just power through. You've already done something really, really stupid. Don't compound your mistake by doing something else that's stupid. No, he decided to go a different way and compound his mistake by doing something else stupid. So 50 feet from the light, moving way too fast to be able to stop for that light. The light is red. He can see that it's red. And he puts his brakes on. And then takes his foot off the brake after he's already like halfway through the intersection. It's like, dude, you know, I can't even give you an A for effort. I can't even give you that. I can't give you well, maybe he just made a mistake and didn't see that the light was going to turn red, because you accelerated when the light turned yellow. You went faster when the light turned yellow so that you could get through that intersection. But then the light turned red before you could, and then you put on your brake even though there was no way you could stop in time. Why? Just go through the light. You've already done something colossally dumb. Do you think that if there'd been a policeman there, that he would have said, oh, well, he tried to stop. He put his foot on the brake before going through the intersection at a high rate of speed with the light turned red in front of him, so I'll just let it go. No. It's like over the course of 2 years, the idiots continue to drive like idiots, and the people that may have been okay, decent drivers are now also idiots. I don't know. I just don't know how to deal. So, Kia. So Kia's not going to honor their warranty, and I'm sure that it's completely legal for them to ignore my plight, since I'm not the original owner of the car, and I'm sure that that's one of the conditions of doing this test. But I'm not happy, and likely in the next year or so, I'm going to be looking for a new car. And I will take this experience with Kia into consideration when I start thinking about what my next car is going to be. And prior to this, I was looking at a Sportage or a Sorento, which are both Kia products. And I don't know. I think I may be looking elsewhere. And that would also include Hyundai, since it's basically the same company. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an all-wheel drive hatchback, or a car that resembles a hatchback, small SUV, reasonably priced. I guess new or used. I could go new. And has to be able to accommodate my large frame. My 6'6", 290-pound frame, which leaves out a lot of cars. It really does. But that's what I'm looking at. So if you can think of any that are pretty decent, let me know. You can get a hold of me, guy@mymac.com, or podcast@vertshark.com is the email addresses. vertshark.com is the website for all the odds and all the vids. You can see the vids over on YouTube simply by going there and looking up the Vert Shark channel, and then like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. It's easy. It really, really is easy. And I can't imagine why you would not want to do that thing. Like, share, subscribe. You can find me on the Twitters. I am both Mac Parrot and Vert Shark over there on the Twitters. And of course, I'm on Facebook under my own name, or Vert Shark. Vert Shark is over on Facebook, is where I also send the odds and the vids, if you want to watch them or listen to them that way. Cool. You can subscribe to this podcast through all the various podcast circulators, aggregators, whatever you want to call them. Come on, truck. There you go. There you go. Good for you, truck. So that's all you got to do. Such a lovely, lovely day. I'm in such a good mood. But thank you all. Oh, and then you can also contribute if you want to all the various things that I do, though you don't have to. I'll keep doing it anyway. Patreon.com/MacParrot, Coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot, or PayPal at paypal.me/MacParrot. There's a theme there. There is a theme. So thank you all so very, very much for joining me today on Guy's Daily Drive. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Larry, for joining me live. That is also greatly appreciated. And I will see all of you next time right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bye-bye.